got me. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden. We've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with you again with scores around the to call the action. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Denver. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarter of the direction downfield or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. So here come the Bears under second-year coach Matt Nagy. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Dalton off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And, you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off. Usually,
when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this play... Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg. Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. James White. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the
game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about that's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. So Dalton now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Dalton, 1st and 10. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, the quick slant caught. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. The final act of the first half, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. So we have reached halftime here in an 11. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down now, Samuels, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 41, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On the carry, it's Samuels. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple, Dalton. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. That's complete to White. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, that one caught by Tyreek Hill. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He'll set up the screen to McCoy. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's go, defense.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
56, right there, 56. I got you. What's that?
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28. Yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And out across midfield, down to the 45. 25 yards that time. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. Now Allen again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. First and 10 at the 22.
On first down, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the target there. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The end result, 21 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos cut into that lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Samuels on first down. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Dalton. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Bravo! I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Dalton here from the gun. Got it complete to Rodgers. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. This will be Dalton again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on and intercepted? Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Allen going to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Now Allen. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. And complete. This is Albert Wilson.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.